All right, hello everyone. So today is Wednesday. Let's see what we've got. This is gold. Now, gold market was up yesterday. I had one trade in this yesterday, which was right here. I went long when the market retraced, hoping to go further up. But the only thing happened was the trade covered itself, and I moved the stop up, and then we got stopped out here. So no loss, still 2% on the account is not a bad thing. And then the market just started coming down. Now, once it started coming down, as you can see, the Astro hours just kept pushing it downwards. Okay, so that's how it panned out. I did mention this level yesterday. We could come down lower because of this gap here, which is fine. But I was hoping to go up. I'm still hoping to go up. If it does come down, I want to buy in order to go up a little bit more. Now on the daily, let's see what we have. Compared to yesterday, we've got 68, which is 2089. So that's still going to be a target. 2089, which is about there. Let's do that. On the weekly, we already know that is too far out, but this zone, we're going to have to check it out. On the monthly, as you know here, 64, that's 2,100. All right, so we still might have a bit of room to push up. On the price, we've got 78, as you can see here. So I'll just put that in there as well. 2078 is there. All right, which is pretty much the previous day's high. So if we come down today at the Astro hours, if we come down, I don't mind going for a long with a setup on a smaller time frame. The hours that are good for today could be 10:46, or 10:50 actually, 10:50 to 11. So that's not a bad spot. Also, 2 p.m. is okay, and also that 10 past 3, 3:15, those are okay, and that should really actually take us to the evening. So the New York session is also okay. So it's actually a clean day, all right, because we only have like 1, 2, 3 kind of sessions there that's like good to trade on, and that's morning, lunchtime, afternoon, my time, which is going to be pretty much my morning, and then London, and then New York. So not a bad bit of opportunity. So if the market does dip down, buying again is not a bad idea. But if we stick around here, then the market could take a turn to the lower side, and that's fine. And that could continue until, like I said, that 2 o'clock and 3:15. So 2 to 3:15. That could be like around here. The market can, if we're around here, if they sell off, we could be somewhere around here, or best case scenario down here. And if we do come down here, that's also a good buying level. The other option is, I don't see any breakouts happening. I don't see any breakouts happening, but we'll see how things pan out. The only breakout that can happen is if the market sticks around here and maybe until 2 o'clock, maybe. And that'll be like from 1:30 to 2 o'clock. If a breakout does happen, it'll be like there. And that's basically it. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at, so basically that's it. All right. So if we come down into an Astro hour, I'm okay to buy at the lows here. If we go up, and selling at the tops here is also okay. Selling at the weekly pivot is also okay. As you can see, there's a big sell-off here yesterday. So market selling again from this zone, I think is okay to do so too at Astro hours. Let's take a look at SP 500. Let's turn this into a 15-minute chart first of all. With the SP 500 yesterday, this is a 5-minute chart. So let's just give it a minute or give it a few seconds to turn to 15-minute. But as you can see, that was an Astro hour where the market just collapsed down, and here it just stabilized and then went up into that Astro hour and then just flunked down. Here we are. Okay. So yesterday they sold off here just slightly shy of where we wanted to sell off. But yesterday I was in gold, so I didn't take a look at this. I'm not trading more than one thing at a time. So otherwise, it's just lack of focus in trade management. But this fell off nicely. So any of you who were pretty much trading SP 500, and remember with the yesterday I gave the swing days as well for SP 500, and that gives us Thursday. And also for Dow Jones, it's Tuesday and Friday, remember? So NASDAQ and Dow Jones, Tuesday and Friday. The indices go together. So this being Tuesday, beautiful push down right into there, okay? So with SP 500, if it does carry on down, it certainly can, okay? Remember, we were expecting a swing day last week, and that worked out fine. So nothing really, nothing really surprising here. The market's just pushing further down. On the weekly, we still have room to come down. So I did say also yesterday, this is a sell zone, so I wouldn't be buying at the tops there. The only thing you can do is wait for a sell setup, like I said, on the smaller time frame at the Astro hour, and if it sells off, you can sell off. This has got room to come down, all the way back into this zone, and that's basically it. So how you can play this out, let's take a look. On the monthly, maybe we'll come all the way down there, 57,4581. All right, so that's a bit far out, but at least we know where we can head towards. If the market goes up first, I'd be inclined to sell, and selling from this zone or back up here is not a bad idea. Okay, the previous day high. On the daily, let me just see, on the daily, that's too far out, I think. 69, let's take a look, 72, 4,824, that is a bit too far out. 4824, will it do such a thing? I don't know. All right. Let's check out the weekly, because this is a really good, on the daily sell-off. So any retracement up, let's take a look at that. 4750. 4750 is there. And on the daily, let's take a look. At 4750 isn't looking too bad. So if we're somewhere on the daily pivot today at Astro hours, this is also sellable. We can still push down, I think, on this one. So that's going to be 945 on the platform. Okay, so between 9:45 to, let's say, 10 o'clock on the platform. Remember, the platform is an hour behind. And then we've got, it's going to be like 1 o'clock here. All right. So if we find ourselves down here somewhere, we're okay to buy to push up. Okay. But if we stick around here, or we tap up into here, or we go up into here, I think selling again is an option. If we go back up to the weekly, selling, I think, is a good option. Here, as you can see, that zone is good to sell off. That good zone is good to sell off as well. If it comes down before going up, like I said, if you're going to buy, you're going to be trading against the grain. So just be mindful with your stop losses. You can put tight stop losses like I do. And you can also reduce your volume if you're going against the trend or against the impulse wave. Okay. So this could be a runner. And if it is a runner, that's the impulse wave there. It's going to be, let's just do this. Okay. If it's a runner, it'll be like this. So from here, the market can also slide down as well, or from slightly higher, we can slide down as well. And that's basically how you can pan it out. Okay. And that's basically it. All right. But we've got room to come down. So remember last week I posted on Twitter that we should have a flow week. A flow week means that we're going to flow, something like an up move flow or a down move flow, something like this. Okay. So flowing like this for the week is good. All right, so if the market goes up and gives us an opportunity to sell at Astro hours at decent places where the market closes some gaps, that would be nice to see. If it doesn't close the gaps and keeps pushing down, then there'll be up moves like there was here yesterday. Okay, so the market can come down here and then, I kind of buy again and so on at Astro hours. In the middle of nowhere, it's up to you what you're going to do in the middle of nowhere, but make sure your technical analysis matches the hours. Euro dollar daily, nice move here. Remember on this one as well, Tuesday was a swing day, and that's your Tuesday big push down. So that's nice and good. As you can see, that's on the Astro hours as well. Market goes up into an Astro hour, sell off, back up, sell off, and it stabilizes here. So there's a bit of gapping here, as you can see. If the market wants to close it off, it'll have to push up a little bit. There's still room to come down into 45, which is 1.0910. 1.0910, which is there. All right. So that's still a level to push into. And if the market goes up, okay, what's that? 1034. 1034. So yeah, the market can still come up here and also sell off. Okay. And that zone will be probably this here. All right, but we can just lock this in. And this zone I've marked in because this could be a break zone. So just be mindful when these hours come to happen. Okay. And also with this, if we come down here, okay, or down here, like I said, on the daily, that's like a nice target. On the weekly, if we break out down, you see we've got room to come down. On the monthly as well. Okay, so if we keep pushing down, we've got room to come down. But remember, on this one, we've been wanting to sell on the up moves. And last week, that 1034, 1134, I think it was, 1134 we had. That hit the monthly target, and then the market fell off. So now when the market goes up, I want to sell off. As you can see, this is the Mercury line here I drew before. So the market is just being attracted to it. If we go back up again and break down, we should start feeling an attraction to the Venus line down here. Okay, so that's that with the euro dollar. If the market comes down, just be mindful of this level here. Okay, other than that, if it goes up first, if you want to sell, a bit tricky selling with the gaps here. Okay, I'd rather have a bit of a buy move from here, maybe at the Astro hours to push up, and then sell later at Astro hours if the market gets up into here, and so on. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. All right, so we've got Dow Jones. Now, Dow Jones, remember, Tuesday, Friday, swing day. So that's Tuesday. Selling again, I think, is okay to do so here because there was a nice sell-off yesterday and the market did buy. There's a bit of a buying reaction as well. Still looking bullish, so we have to be careful here, okay? If the Tuesday high holds, okay, then selling from these levels again is okay. Let's take a look at the daily if there's something on the PST. Do we have a possibility? 79, 37, 933. That is way too high. 37, 933. All right, this might shock a few people, but it might end up being here. All right. So Dow Jones, as you can see, big sell-off. Market pulls up, sells off again, but doesn't quite push through here. Let's check this out on the 1 hour chart, first of all. Right, here's the 1 hour chart. All right, so the market closes below. So this is definitely bearish. And the bull hasn't taken this out. This might have a bit more room to go. 62, 37, 817. 37817. 817 here. Okay, 37817, 37798, 37. So this zone is looking okay. If we get up here at an astro hour, selling might not be a bad idea. All right, as you can see, there's been some selling pressure. Let's see if there's any divergence there. There is a bit of divergence. As you can see, the price is higher, but the PST is just down. And that is a weekly target. Let's say LCL1, 37102. 37102 down here. So look, if the market breaks above this and closes above this, okay, then don't muck around with it. The only thing we can really do, you can either do this, let it break this, and then if it goes up for a retracement, sell off, okay? Or you're going to sell at here or here at an astro hour if you want to do that. And you're going to be careful as we get towards 740. So from 7 to 740, the market might have some impulsive moves that can carry on until 20 past 8. So note them down. Okay. And if that's the case, maybe you might find ourselves up here somewhere before they sell off. All right. So that's that. Okay. So still be a bit careful with this one because the next swing day on this Dow Jones is Friday. But if this Tuesday high stays, if this, if the market does not go above this and they start to sell off, then I think we could follow this through, moving further downwards. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ as well, beautiful fall down, a bit of an up to sell is okay. If we want to do that, 16753, 16753. It's going to be about there. Okay, so pushing up a little bit is okay on this one. Yesterday the market just did not come back anyway. It just sold off from here. And if you're following NASDAQ, I don't trade the NASDAQ. Okay, but if you're following it, you should have been okay because this is like sweet. And going all the way down to all the targets. Really, really nice move. So a bit of an up move in order to sell again is not a bad idea. And that would be from around here is okay, or slightly higher here. Okay, but this should hold. So if at astro hours we go up, then this should be the zone where you can sell off at astro hours. Okay, coming up here, and then like selling off is okay. On the daily, it's like nice and easy. We've got still room down to 16,377, so note that down. And that's your PST level, 60, what is it, 6375? 16,395. 16,395 is there. All right, that's on the PST, and that's fine. That's nice and easy too. All right, and then we've got lower levels there as well. 63, 63.19. That's 16,365. 16,365 is there. And 61.61, 16,278, 16,278 is here. All right, and that's that. So just mark your astro hours for that. If it goes up, selling I think is a good idea from this zone. If the market meets up here, then selling is going to be nice, and we should have a flow then. And then if it should just like glide down, I reckon, until the next swing day. And if we are correct, that could be like a downwards trend until Friday, where we can find ourselves, like closing all the gaps here. Okay. And on the weekly, yeah, pretty much coming down. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. This zone, like I said, it's not a buy zone here. So this is it. Yeah, this is the zone that I marked as a target zone and a sell zone if the market gets there. Okay. So from around here at Astro hours, according to your technical analysis, it could be this one as well. It's a nice goodbye kiss zone here. If the market tries to go up a little bit more, then selling off here is not a bad idea. As you can see, they bought on the support of the weekly, which you should have had, because if you're using ATAM 72, that would have been 42,128. 42,128 is there. 142,1. Well, pretty much there. Okay, so, and that's your Monday. All right, that's fine. And I did say Sunday was a swing day for this as well. As you can see, I think I said Sunday. So from there onwards, it just went all the way back up into that zone. So you're going to have to be careful around here. Okay, I wouldn't be buying, but check out 71.72, 46.271, 45.915 might be good places to sell. Alternatively, you can check out the weekly levels, which are 47 and 48,572. So the market can also do that, sweep and then pull down. So a bit tricky. Okay, you don't want to stand in front of it, like I've been saying, until this level here breaks down. It's still bullish. So that should be your attitude.